Okay, so this time our focus is about identity federation and single sign-on. No? In increasingly interconnected digital ecosystem, managing user identifies across multiple systems has become a fundamental challenge for organization. Identity federation and single sign-on or SSO are two interrelated mechanisms designed to simplify authentication process while maintaining a robust security, no? Because they allow users to access multiple systems or application using a single set of credential, reducing password fatigue and ensuring user experience in modern experiences. Because in modern IT infrastructure, especially those leveraging cloud services, no, cloud computing right now or application, federated identity management has become essential for ensuring seamless access across diverse platforms and domains without compromising security. Identity federation refers to the trust relationship established between two or more domains that enable our users authenticated in one domain to access resources in other. No? This trust is built upon standard and protocols such as security assertion, markup language, OAuth 2.0, OpenID Connect, and these actually protocols ensure that authentication and authorizations data can be securely exchanged between the identity provider and the service provider. The federation approach eliminates redundant user accounts and password across systems, supporting both user convenience and administrative efficiency. Single sign-on the other hand, is the practical implementation that allows users to authenticate once and gain access to multiple applications on the system. Whether within an enterprise network or across cloud-based services, single sign-on reduces login friction and increases productivity because it relies on centralized authentication system that validate user identity and issue tokens or assertions to trust services. In an enterprise setting, let's say, for example, a user log into Microsoft Azure Active Directory may seamlessly access Outlook, SharePoint, and Teams without entering credentials. Because the synergy between identity federation and SSO is critical in large scale hybrid environments. No? The organization adopting SaaS application like Google Workspace, Salesforce, or OWS rely heavily on federated authentication to ensure user can securely move between this ecosystem. And the approach not only simplifies access but also enforces security through centralized policies such as multi-factor authentication or yung MFA na tinatawag natin, conditional access, and session management. When properly implemented, federated SSO improves compliance and auditability while minimizing human error associated with password management. However, these technologies are not without challenges. Lagi naman po yon. Misconfiguration, inadequate encryption, and poor trust management can expose organization risks such as token hijacking, man-in-the-middle attacks, and identity spoofing. Hence, organization must ensure robust identity governance, enforcing least privilege session expiration, and continuous monitoring. Furthermore, security teams must balance user convenience and risk mitigation, ensuring that streamlined access does not lead to unauthorized exposure or sensitive information. And the adaptation of identity federation in SSO also reflects a shift toward zero trust architecture or the CTA, where authentication identity becomes the new perimeter. Each user integrated with behavioral analytics and adaptive authentication are key components of this model, allowing contextual decisions based on device type, location, and user behavior. Globally, industries such as education, healthcare, and finance have embraced identity federation through frameworks like EduGain, Shebulate, and SAML-based federation. Let's say, for example, universities allow students and faculty to access library database and partner system using their institutional credentials. Similarly, multinational corporations deploy federated SSO portals to identify access to HR system, collaboration tools, and customer management platform while maintaining strong compliance with data protection regulations such as GDPR, in the Philippine Data Privacy Act of 2012. And at this point, we will now give the floor to our distinguished presenter who will provide deeper insights into identity federation and single sign-on, highlighting their implementation and enterprise environments in educational system. The presenter will share best practice in deploying federated identity systems, discuss real-world challenges, and demonstrate how organization can achieve both security and usability in digital authentication frameworks. Let us warm welcome our expert not to walk us through this critical topic in modern cybersecurity. Go ahead.